It's been more than a year and a half of putting on a brave face for rising 8th grader Ayhem Musallam.
Literally a millisecond. I mean, a millisecond. He closed his eyes, opened them. There was nothing but dust everywhere.
Musallam says Israeli forces bombed his neighbor's house in the Gaza Strip back in December of 2023. He was with his family at the time of the explosion, celebrating his father's birthday.
And he said during that time, he looked and he thought to himself, I just lost everybody.
Fortunately, he didn't. Musallam's immediate family survived the blast, but the bomb sent debris, shards of glass, and rubble directly into his home and into his leg. Local hospitals were without power. Amid the ongoing war, they did not have access to anesthesia, so Musallam and his father had to make an unimaginable decision to allow doctors to do what they could without anesthesia.
So what they did is they threaded his injuries. The problem is they were doing all this without anesthesia, so he could feel everything.
It was 2 weeks before Musallam would learn that help was on the way from a medical student living in Greenville.
Around this 2 weeks mark, he got a phone call, and it was from Dr. Tariq. He received a phone call from me that I want to take you guys outside of Gaza.
Tariq Haylat is originally from Jordan, but he spent the majority of his upbringing in South Carolina. He's now a third-year medical student at Prisma Memorial.
Using my connections to be able to provide medical treatment to children, there's nothing more beautiful than that.
He's also the director of global affairs for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, or PCRF, a nonprofit providing medical care to children in the Palestine and Levant region. For Haylat, it all started with one child.
I remember seeing a picture of a small child. His name is Jude. He was this child that was stuck in a hospital, and he wasn't able to be evacuated out of there.
But he needed urgent medical care.
And I thought to myself, there has to be a way that we can pull this child out.
So Haylat began networking with his professors, his medical school. Haylat says anyone who would listen.
I got connected with Shriners and the executive leadership at Shriners Hospital. And I asked them, if we bring this child here, would you guys be willing to take care of him?
The answer, yes.
And so then I then got a hold of PCRF, and they told me that we will support the path in whatever way we can, financially, socially, in whatever way that we can. And it just fit. We became a team.
Since then, Haylat says that the PCRF has been able to evacuate and treat more than 250 children from Gaza at hospitals all across the states, including Musallam, who is being treated at Shriners Children's Hospital in Greenville.
Greenville has shown an enormous amount of support. And I don't mean just the Muslim community. No, I'm talking about the Muslim, the Christian, the Jewish, the non-religious community of all races, all sexes, all political parties. Republicans, Democrats.
Adding helping children isn't political.
Because at the end of the day, I think more than anything is that they see this as a humanitarian thing. When a child comes and they're 8, 9, 10 years old and they have an amputation, they have a gruesome trauma injury, you look at it and you realize it doesn't matter where you stand on a political aisle of this. You look at a child and you say, I want to help this child out.
Olivia Donnelly, 7 News.